All right, Coach Mike working with a left-handed pitcher at Atascocita High School. When he first came to me on the left, some of the things that we were trying to develop, he really wasn't using some power moves to get to the plate. We can kind of see why in this video. You see as he comes into his leg kick, there's no forward hips, so the movement starting to go as he comes out of this. So you see him come up, and then you see him come down. There's a little bit when he sinks down, but he's not driving those hips to the plate, which really promotes a lot of power when we land with our front foot to develop that power to move up the body. So he goes up and down, and then he's going to take his leg out here. And to the point, once that knee gets out in front of the front hip, the drive time that as he opens up that front foot and wants to drive into that front foot to push that power, as you can see, his back leg is in a position to do that. So if he's driving now, he's on a hop into the ball or hop into the front foot rather than drive into the front foot. So when he does drive, you don't see him land on his toe, which is usually a sign that a pitcher isn't driving with their hips. They should land heel toe or flat is a good sign. Then once that heel lands right in here, there, we're landing right there. You can see that his arm is already in a half-cock position, which isn't in a good position when that power gets up to here. You want it to be, we'll go over to the right here, he does a better job, but you want it to be in a quarter position so that when it externally rotates, which is here, when he externally rotates it, it gets full external rotation. You're going to see too, as he's coming through, you see that leg is still bent, so we know he wasn't getting any drive on the back leg. Now let's look on the right side, and you're going to see as he comes up with his leg, as he's coming up with his leg, you see him get into his hips into that position. And then even before the top of his leg lift, you're starting to see him get that early movement forward, which is what we want. And then you're going to continue to see him drive those hips forward, which is all studies show that pitchers will drive their hips forward into their front leg. That develops a lot of the force and power to move up the body. He has what's a good leg lag, which I do like, that he's driving those hips forward and the leg is relaxed and he's not reaching out with his leg. As the front knee comes out above the front hip, here is where you're going to see a drive. You see those toes starting to curl right there is perfect. His leg is bent, but he's in a great position that when he drives, he's more linear, so he's going to drive into that front foot. And we can see that when he lands, he's landing more on the heel because he's driving out with that front foot. So you see there's no bend in the leg. It's a good drive. As the front foot lands, his arm's in that quarter cock position, which is what we want. One thing is, I do like his glove side better over here when he started, and that's something that we'll continue to work on rather than in that position where he's pulling a little bit of the front shoulder out. But he's gone a great way. The velocity's picked up. He's done a tremendous job on working with his body and getting it to be a power pitcher and using the most that you can out of your body that you have the ability to with his size. So just a good example of then and now. Good job.